Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And today, oh boy, we got so many content today for Pokemon Pocket. Yeah, we have so much to do. First of all, I do want to point out that we have reached 1,500 pack hourglass. Holy Jesus Christ. Oh, we hit our goal, over our goal. Our goal was like 1,000 pack hourglass, and now it's like 1,500. So congrats on me. I don't know if that's like achievement or anything, but I'll take that as an achievement. And celebrate it, we have 2 sets already. Feel like they're pumping these new sets like hotcakes, like it's fast food now. But you know, we got our main man Buzzwole here. He's like the main poser, the main Pokemon for this set, the Ultra Beast. And we haven't got insane pulls on this. I have opened this pack, but we haven't got any insane pulls out of this pack. And now we have Eevee Grove, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but there's some sneak peek. And I do know some of the cards, so it's kind of like no spoilers. I already know the cards, and man, I mean, I wish I had time to make these dedicated videos, but I felt like, might as well group them together. Might as well. So yeah, let's do Buzzwole first. And yeah, our main man, Buzzwole. I always wanted Buzzwole to be in the game, and it finally happened, He my main man, he my Ultra Beast. So hopefully we get something good out of this. And to celebrate it, we're gonna open 10 packs. So let's do this. Let's go. 1,500 hourglass. Donated my soul.
Oh my god!
Now I'm drained. Let's go. Oh, that's music to my ears already. Okay. Okay, we're starting out Luxio, Passimian, Phantom. Ooh, Lycanroc. Okay. Good start. I already have Lycanroc, so it's not like I need another one. Aggron. Okay, that was our first pack. That was a pretty good start. Pretty good. Medicham, Shinx, Lairon. In my opinion on Aggron, it's essentially similar to Torterra, but in metal form, I guess. They're both similar to each other. Oh, Nihilego. Nice. Type Null. Aron, Clefairy. Not Clefairy, jeez. Whoa! Okay, we got animated Looker. Classic. Your opponent reveals all of the supporter cards in their deck. I mean, it looks sick, but this card kind of does nothing besides doing so. I guess you can red card them or Mars. That's probably the best choice, I guess. I don't know. Sharpedo and Solvalian. Savali. Oh, there we go. I said it right. Brave Buddies. If you've played a supporter card from your hand during this turn, this deck does 100 damage. Now this card is actually really good because it's synergized with what was his name? Frick. Glade something. I don't know. But Savalia, he has like a supporter card that synergizes with Type Null. So this really actually help with the synergy and make this card a lot more viable. But it can be any supporter card, so you can use like Oak, Sabrina, anything to, you know, amplify the damage output. But yeah, I see some really cool decks around it, and it does pretty well. Pheromosa, oh nice. The magnificent Pheromosa. And the Ultra Beasts, I mean, they synergize pretty well. I think they're a great archetype, since they're all big basics. Mainly with like, I mean, they have like different synergy with each other. For Buzzwole, the synergy between Pheromosa right here, with Jump Blues, this attack does 20 damage to the bench as well. And it only costs like 1 grass energy, so it's very energy efficient. It also synergizes with Kartana, essentially dealing 40 damage off of 1 energy, so it's similar to Farfetch, but at least it can hit for weakness, so that's good. And plus it can synergize with Celesteela, where you can move them freely around. Not like it matters because they have 1 retreat cost, but there are some Pokemon, there's some Ultra Beasts that do have like heavy retreat costs, such as Guzzlord, Stakataka, you know, even Celesteela too. Heavy retreat costs, and it makes retreating them a lot more efficient, and you won't be wasting energy too much. So the synergy between each other is really nice, and the whole gist of Buzzwole, since it has Big Beat, and you can only attack for like 1 turn because you can't attack on the 2nd turn. You can actually go around that, and if you had like another Buzzwole built in for Big B, you can just like keep doing round after round with Big B, and you just keep doing the same thing. That's really how you actually do it to get rid of that effect. So Celesteela plays a huge part. There are some iterations between without Celesteela, but I think Celesteela really drives Ultra Beasts in general. But yeah, that's my beliefs on the Ultra Beast archetype. I think they do pretty well, very well together. But this, you know, Guzzlord, Nihilego, they more so, you know, in their own kind of archetype, with Nihilego too, because Nihilego can poison off of 1 energy, and then Nihilego can stack on that energy to amplify the poison damage, and then Guzzlord can, you know, be like a heavy hitter, and also can be like somewhat of like a Team Rocket Grunt effect, where it can discard amount of energy depending on how many hits you get. So it's really good. I think they did fantastic with all the Ultra Beasts. I think the most mediocre one is by far Stakataka and what was the other one? Circuitry, there we go. Those are the 2 that I think are pretty mediocre. Otherwise, they're all pretty great. But yeah, that was like my long rant about the Ultra Beast archetype. I think they do pretty well, especially with Beast type, amplifying the damage, and Lumis is a really good supporter, but you do have to get the opponent at least 1 point to actually use it. You also have some energy discarded. So if you have like one of your Pokemon getting knocked out, you can Lumis and, you know, build up your Buzzwole or anything that requires so much energy to ramp up. Lumis can really skip that and really save you some time. and it made it a lot more playable for many Ultra Beasts to deal tons of damage. So there's Guzzler and Buzzwole too. So yeah, really good synergy. Beast Wall is probably like the most mediocre one. I don't think so. No one uses Beast Wall. But yeah. Okay. Anyways, forget about what I said. That's my general gist about the Ultra Beast. I would just stop talking by now. But yeah. Earlier we got Meditite. Oh, that's a cute art. That's like your adorable art. Some of the art I don't know where they reference to. I don't think so. They say where they reference from the art. We all know it came from like the actual TCG art. Crocodile. Decidueye. Ooh. Sniping arrow. This attack does 70 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay. Off of 2 grass energy. Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay. This might synergize with the EX Decidueye. Pierce the Pain. Rangaroo. Dartrix. Scale Die. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, that's pretty good. I think normally people are not using mid-stage evolutions anymore. I think they just have rare candy. You know, the basics, and then the final stage evolution for most stage 2 decks. I think they completely skip out the mid stage, but you know, they include, at least they will include one stage 1, I think, for some decks. So Dartrix is really good for mid stage. If you can't find that Decidueye, or rare candy, I should say. Scale Die is very nice. Luxio, Rangaroo, Silvally, that's the non-Illustra rare. Kinda looks ugly, ain't gonna lie. Sandile, Force Seed, Meditite. But there's Circuitry. Yeah, it's just confused. I mean, I see some iteration of Circuitry. It doesn't do well with like the Ultra Beast too much. It's more like its own with like the other lightning types. It does pretty well with Electrocord. Besides that, that's really it. Oh no, it does pretty well with Loomies. It's main core of the show for the Ultra Beast. Clefable. Mantine. Lilligant. Oh, it's another Lilligant. Yeah, this is like a mediocre Lilligant. I mean, it has slightly better HP, but that's it. I think I rather preferred the old one. Baltoy. Oh, another Silvally. I already have this Illustrator, so I'm like, oh man, I'm getting like overwhelmed with these Illustrators I'm getting. Because I already have them. Okay, that's Crocodile. Oh. They're called Crocodile? Oh man. I'm so unprofessional at this point. Alright, Poaching Fangs for 3 coins for each has. The card is chosen at random from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card. It shuffles into their hand. Ooh, baby. Sick art, by the way. Actually, can come out pretty well. But this requires free energy, so I'm not sure. I guess we'll see what we can play around. Unless someone made a deck over it. I mean, at this point, I think people already made decks for any Pokemon, even if Airborne. Steel Spike, if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, do 20 damage to the attacking Pokemon. Spinning attack requires free energy, deals 70. Okay, so stage 1. You're not retreating much, and Steel Spikes is the same function as Rocky Helmet. Or like Dragon and others. I mean, you can amplify it with Rocky Helmet. That is something, but that's really it. You know, that's really it. You know, that's nothing really too special. If spinning attack didn't require like free energy, if it just requires 2 energy, it would have been as bad. It would seem more play, but I don't know. Nothing too special about that one. Rockruff. That's a very angry Rockruff. Oh, we got 2 of them. Oh, there's Katana. This is what I'm talking about. Thrash Metal. It's very similar to Farfetch. It's just like a grass type. That's the difference. Purely the main difference. Alolan Persian, Fake Out. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. 50 damage off of 2 energy, that's not bad. Fake Out does paralyze. But it's based on chance. I mean, that's not bad. It's still kind of mediocre in a way. Claydol, Heal Block. Pokemon both yours and your opponents can't be healed. Oh, that's interesting. Claydol is actually very interesting. Okay, I see you, Claydol. You're not gonna use Power Beam. That's way too costly, but that's more so a stall tactic where you can actually prevent your opponent from healing, and then you can easily knock them out, right? So that's pretty nice. Clefairy, Petzl, Blitzel. There's regular Looker. Okay. Alright, that was decent. We got the anime Looker. Looks pretty handsome, I might say myself. And got a Lycanroc, 1 EX. And Savali. I would say that's decent, but I really want the Buzzwole, bro. I really want the Buzzwole. I really want the Buzzwole, but I didn't get it. That's such disappointment. But anyways, forget about it. Now it's time to open 10 packs of Eevee Grove. Again, I've been spoiled for this set, so there's no surprise that I probably know some of them. But let's hop in anyways. Got 1,396, so let's go. Let's come on. Give me something good. Maybe like a Illustrator, Full Art, EX, please. No. Okay, so Purloin. This is a card that's new to me. Playful Knockdown. Discard old Pokemon tools when your opponent's active Pokemon. What the? Yo, what the hell? This is like Guzma. Oh, Pokemon. What? Discard all Pokemon tools when your opponent's active. Okay, it's kind of like Guzma, but it's only on your opponent's active. What does it mean, like discard all Pokemon tools when your opponent's active? They can only attach one Pokemon tool on a Pokemon. So I don't really understand what it means, like discard all Pokemon tools. I don't know. It's not like it means like all Pokemon. They're only on to the active bonus Pokemon. Okay. Sableye. Chinchina. Okay, we got a mediocre one. Minchino. That's actually. Oh shit! What the Gallade? What? 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 Oh baby! Oh! Look at him! Fancy smanchy pants right here. Yeah, he's doing that shining pose. Oh boy, I was so expecting. Oh boy! Oh, I'm so happy. This. Oh yeah. I'm so happy. Yo, I'll 100% take this Gallade. That's probably like by far like the best opening right there. That's the best card we pulled so far. Oh, Gallade, my man, you're my boy. You're the GOAT. Okay, we got Applin. It's cute art. Chatot. Tone Deaf. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not confused. Okay. Interesting. Now Applin. Leafeon. Leaf Blast. This attack does 20 more damage for each grass energy attached to this Pokemon. Okay, so I've confirmed that the first grass energy actually does count to the 20 more damage. So you'll be dealing 30 damage, and then for the second energy you'll be doing 50, 70, so on. So it's essentially similar to Celebi, but as like a non-EX, and you also have to evolve it. And you don't have to like rely on like a coin flip, so that's the main factor between the two. And I don't know how I feel about this card. I think it can be powerful. It's just that you have to make a huge investment. And since it does have 9 HP, I think putting on so much energy can be a liability. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. Maybe this thing can be pretty hugely valuable and meta, since EVs are a huge thing in this set. But we'll see about this. Oh, Akreem. This is like a new Pokemon from Gen 8, I think. Sword and Shield. Akreem. Sweets Overlord. This attack does 40 damage for each time your Pokemon use Sweet Relay during this game. Oh, that's Sweet Relay. So that's like all like the I already know this because I have pulled some. So there's some Pokemon that have attacks Sweet Relay, and there are some basics and also evolution stage where they have the attack Sweet Relay and they can amplify the damage output. So Sweet Overlord for Akreem can deal upwards to infinite amount of damage. So you can go upwards to like 200 or even more than that, depending on how much you use Sweet Relay during the game. That's insane, actually. During the game, you can really stack them up. It reminds me of that combo in Black and White. We have what was it called? Nightly March. And that was like the attack. We get these like weak basic Pokemon that you have to evolve, and that's why they're weak. And they have Nightly March, and these attacks can like stack up depending on how many Pokemon has the moves Nightly March in your discard pile. You can keep discarding them. You can deal upwards over like 200 damage. It's insane, and it felt like that, but in like Pokemon Pocket in iteration, and there's a lot more Pokemon that have Sweet Relay. So that's like the reference I'm getting for this. That's pretty insane, you know, because that deck, Nightly March back then, in the black and white, even in the X and Y, it could be really busted. It was like hugely competitive. Like in the competitive scene, many people were like playing that deck. Like it was like everywhere. It was so big. Like who wouldn't know small basic Pokemon that needs to evolve can just rely on itself based on a, you know, an overpowered attack. They can just keep discarding Pokemon with Nightly March in attack, and you can be dealing upwards over 200 damage. That's insane, bro. That's insane. And that's the thing. This is like the same thing, but with more Pokemon. It's a little bit different because you don't have to discard any Pokemon, but that's what I'm getting through this. It only requires like 1 energy for most of them, or some of them like 2 energy with like the requirement energy. But this one, you can use any energy. It's a colorless attack. That's pretty insane. It doesn't have much HP. Cream doesn't have much HP, but I mean that damage output can be pretty busted, ain't gonna lie. Bounce Sweet, Reclamation part of it. Vanillish. There's one of the attacks, Sweet Relay. If one of your Pokemon use Sweet Relay during your last turn, this attack does 20 more damage. So all these Pokemon do synergize in some sort of archetype, so they're very similar to Nightly March in a way. Greedent, Enhanced Fang. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, this attack does 50 more damage. Okay. I don't know. I don't see any viable play with this, but you know, I mean, Greedent does look pretty happy with that face. All that berries is stacking up. Very jolly squirrel. I don't know how that could be useful. Maybe with like the new item with leftovers. But that's all I could think of. It could be different synergy with it, but I don't know at the moment. Mienfoo. What? Okay. Alright. Now we're getting some good pulls. Oh man. I forgot what pack we're on. Like pack 4? Moltres EX. Well, we already know what this dude does. This bird does. Well, look at the red accents on the shiny of it. What the heck? Like honestly, the Moltres shiny isn't like vibrant or anything, but this, like, for some reason this card really amplifies the red coloration on it. It's so like kind of like a pink or red synergy of the coloration going on. Looks sick, bro. Man, it looks sick. Oh my god. Actually, it looks really beautiful. Man, we're getting some good pulls. We're just getting shinies. Okay. Okay, we got Eevee, collect. Draw a card. Torkoal. Flamethrower, 70 damage. 2 fire energy. Well, this is a big basic. 100 HP, that's big. Okay, Torkoal. Discard fire energy from this Pokemon. Okay. was like an aggro side kind of play because this is like a big basic. 100 HP is no, there's nothing to like slouch off of. Can actually survive tons of hits. Early stage. And flamethrower, you're only discarding 1 fire energy and dealing 70 damage. That's insane. What? Okay. Pretty nice. I might test that around. Like you can mess around with like fire decks to have like some sort of aggro style play. Early start. Swoobat. Mienfoo. Oh, new Serena. Kickdown. Your opponent reveals a random card from their hand and shuffles it into their deck. Doing 50 damage. Alright, okay. Reveals a random card from their hand and then shuffles it. Offer 1 grass energy. I mean the Celestial Guardians one, that was like mainly pure off of coin flips. But you had the synergy with Mal something, her name, I don't know. And that supporter actually heals Serena back to full because it only requires 1 grass energy, so you don't really care. So you can really use both of them or primarily use this one. But I could see using both of them because the other Serena, you're dealing upwards about 150 damage. Most likely on average 50, but you know what I mean, it's better than nothing. And this Serena can really disrupt your opponent off of 1 energy as well, and also dealing 50 damage flat. So I could really see some synergy between the 2 Serenas, possibly, and a support card. And that's so far I can say about this card. Have not tested it out, but we'll see about that. Oh, we are on pack 5. That was pack 4, I think, or pack 3. Got the Moltres. Blitzen. Dragonair. That's a beautiful art of Dragonair. Chinchino. What? Zapdos too? What? At this point, we're getting all the legendary birds. What the hell? Call me a Pokemon Legendary Master right here. What? Woohoo! Look at. I mean, Zapdos just looks the same. It just looks tinge orange. That's it. But you know what I mean. Zapdos is my main bird, so yeah, gets a pass. But it looks sick, bro. Oh my god. I love the shinies, what they did to it. The devs at Pokemon Pocket, they did a phenomenal job. Like, I have no complaints. Whatever they're doing great. The design of the cards looks insane, bro. Okay, we got another Torkoal. That's nice. Melton. Okay. Cute little Melton. Minccino. Vanilluxe. Double spin. For 2 coins, this attack does 80 damage for each head. Okay, that's pretty. I mean, that's similar to Alolan, not Alolan Marowak. Similar to EX Marowak, but as like a non. I think he's pretty similar to it. Because Alolan, well, I keep saying Alolan Marowak. Marowak EX is a stage 1, but you're also getting knocked out for like 2 points. So in the end, Vanilluxe is actually better than Alolan Marowak. You know? Plus with a sweet relay kind of combo archetype. Oh yeah, you can see this can gain some play, right? Like after you're done with that, you can just like evolve into Vanilluxe and then possibly one-shot it your opponent, since it can deal upwards 160 damage. So that's pretty insane. Based on chance, not guaranteed, you know. And you gain some bullshittery coin flips if you could be screwed. Steenie. That's like an interesting art. That's like pastel kind of art going on. I don't know how to explain it. Barini? Flareon. Assisting heater. Take fire energy off from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench. Dealing 40 damage with 2 energy, so it's similar to Lilligant, the Apex Lilligant, where you're dealing a little bit less damage because the Apex Lilligant is dealing 50 damage, but does have slightly better HP. But this gets synergized with the EV bag, so you can heal it and deal extra damage, similar to Giovanni, but as like an item bag, as an item card, I should say. Yeah, I can see some play with this. Tons of decks playing around with the Flareon. Plus, I do think like Moltres can be like a little bit inconsistent, so this could be like a good addition for the fire types, since they do require tons of energy, surprisingly or not. Unless you're playing Infernape EX, that could be different. Apom. Oh, that's a cute Apom. Oh, it's holding and bounce. Oh, that's adorable. I would save that card. If like some of these cards are in like real life, I would totally get these cards. Some that are actually adorable and actually really cool looking. Like this Glaceon right here. Oh, look at that. Sick. Ice Blade. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, it's sniping. Sniping for 50. Not bad. Oh, okay. Got the Ultra Rare Leafeon. Gorgeous. Purloin. Vanilla. Sweet Relay. He does the same thing. Another Leafeon. Oh, Joltik, this one. This art is from the black and white era. Totally know that. You just gotta hear me say, oh, that is totally from the black and white era. I'm some like setologist, whatever you call them. I don't know. Flip a coin if his, your opponent is now paralyzed. Okay. Nice. Blitzen. Brownie. Play. During this turn, this attacks used by Decidueye EX, Incineroar EX, or Primarina EX do plus 30 damage to your opponent's active. Okay. So it's like slightly better than red. I guess it's like Blaine if you think about it. So it's like the starters of Alola, and you're amplifying your damage by 30. Okay. Yeah, it's essentially like Blaine, but for like EX. Okay. Oh! Okay. Way, get the way. Got Sleepy Snorlax. Oh, jeez. That Snorlax has been eating tons of berries. Look at that.
Double cheeked up.
Oh, that massacre down there. Yeah, this Snorlax is having a good day after eating those berries. Jeez, okay. Full mouth manner. At the end of your turn, this attack. If this Pokemon is in your active spot, you 20 damage from it. Okay, so at the end of your turn, it heals 20 damage. Flop down punch. 130 damage. This Pokemon is not asleep. Okay. I don't know if this synergizes with Berry. I don't think it does, since Berry didn't specify it can synergize with Snorlax EX. Only Snorlax with non-EX in the name. So I don't think it does synergize with Berry. If it does, that would have been pretty nice, but unfortunately not, I think. 160 HP is no slash to, you know, go on about. That's pretty big. Especially for a big basic. And can heal for 20. And you can amplify with leftovers, so that is something. With Lima too. You just scoop it up and boom. Back to full health. That's something I would try to test out. Ooh, a Melmetal. 140 HP. Mega Punch, 90 damage. This Melmetal may not be pretty good on the surface, but actually, you really synergize with the Meltan from Genetic Apex, so you can really ramp up that Meltan from the start of the game if you go second, and then you can be starting off attacking on possibly on turn 3, I think. So this can be more like an aggro style play if you think about it. This could be pretty good. 90 HP, I mean 90 damage, not HP, 90 damage and 140 HP. That's pretty good still. Because a lot of stage 2s have that HP cap. So for like stage 1, that's pretty huge. And especially that aggro play because of Meltan from Genetic Apex, yeah, really can pop off really fast. Salandit, okay, similar to Apex Charmander. Nothing special. I guess maybe. No, not really. Nothing really special. Meltan. Slurpuff. Oh boy, okay. So the heavy hitters, obviously Gallade. Oh, oops. Gallade. Look at this. Oh, look at this sexy beast, bro. He's posing. And then we got the Moltres. Also looks sick too. Yeah, really just like the shiny looks really nice. The contrast. I never realized the Moltres shiny is that bright red. And then you get the slight orange tinge Zapdos. Still is amazing. And you get the Snorlax, Illustrated Rare, EX, look at that. He's a fat ass. Typical Snorlax. You're blocking all goddamn roads with huge thickness. I think there's a reference to it. I think it's like from the Genetic Apex Snorlax, if I think about it. I think it made a reference to like where Lavender Town is between that two. I think, I don't know. Let me try and find it actually. Some sort of reference to it. Oh yeah, here it is. I have one copy of it.
I live in Slavic Birmingham. If you want the fucking brawl,
Uncle Dad's stomach hospitality. I'll call my mouse and I'll take your fucking legs. Get out the back.
Yeah, this is the reference I'm talking about. I swear to God, this is like near like between Saffron City and Lavender Town. And down there's Fuchsia. Oh yeah, I definitely know. That Bellsprout is like scared to. He's like scared to get crushed by that Snorlax. This man is like, bro, what are you doing with your life? I mean, I felt like that's when I was like, don't know what to do with my summer. Just slouching out like, oh, yep, this is the true day of my life. Alright. I felt like I've been talking so much. Oh man. But yeah, we got some bangers. We got like the shinies, surprisingly. No Eevee evolutions actually. Besides like Leafeon, Glaceon, no like EXs from the expansions, not so far. But yeah, it's my opening. I feel like I talk too much. It's like it's already like almost 50 minutes, bro. What is wrong with me, bro? What is wrong with me? I mean, if I'm going depth dive with like all these cards that I'm not familiar with, I must have to do it, you know? It's in my DNA. Oh, Alcream. Nice, we got icon for Alcream. Alright, I'm gonna end this here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time. Bye.